Week 10, let's do this. Let's reflect. Let's go back to the beginning. 10 weeks ago, when we started, the end in mind. Maybe we do this every 10 weeks where we reflect where we are so far and reflect on our ambition and a little bit why we said 3 years. I'll start today with the word consistency. I want to show up every week for 3 years to be accountable for the change that I'm trying to bring. I'm trying to lead the change because someone needs to lead the change, but I can't do it on my own. I do it with many, many other people. That I'm always grateful for. I'm trying to pull more people in. So far, so good. Today, I hope this isn't going to be a monologue or a rant, but you're going to see quite a bit of me talking to this camera. 10 weeks ago, I was pretty confident doing it. Right now, I'm even more confident. I'm going to apologise if you don't enjoy it. I'm going to apologise if I go off kilter a little bit. I've got some notes, I've got a plan, but I'm not a professional. I'm just a bricklayer. I'm just a bricklayer that I'm very ambitious and I'm very proud of being just a bricklayer. I want to tell you a little bit of story, a bit more about why I'm doing this. And in that, a little bit of the update of where we are 10 weeks in. So, Bob Nazida, if you know him, I'm sure you'll smile. He's such a fantastic, inspiring person. In skills, he's an electrician by trade, but he's really got involved in skills and helping people. And he inspired me, and he really supported me in where I am now. He told me I should do a TED Talk. He picked up on my passion, he picked up on my ideas, and he really helped me grow in confidence to do it. So, Bob Nazida, this is kind of for you. The last 10 weeks, every time I've spoken to the camera, I've actually thought about you a little. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you very much. So, TED Talks. TED Talks led to the word Hod Talks that led to the word Hodcast. I'm going to talk about the Hodcast a little bit later. But as I said, these talk to camera stuff is not meant to be a monologue, it's not meant to be rants. It was always meant to be setting up into the rest of the show. And it's a show, it's a vlog, we're not quite sure where it's going to go yet. We hope it's going to grow into something that's very, very watchable, which is something I'm going to be doing a bit of work this week on how we can change this to just very amateur, me putting a few little videos together and then putting it out every week. I think it's been working pretty well so far, but who knows? What this week is going to be is really just me talking to this camera. We'll break it up a little bit and there'll be Greenie and myself talking to the camera. But this week, there's very little actual action around about the apprentices or trainees. Some of that is because of timing. It's been such a busy week doing what we do and what I do. And I've just not really had the time to put the videos together and not really been in the right place, right headspace actually, when I could do it, because there's been a hell of a lot going on. But the stuff that's been going on has actually been really positive. It takes so much time. This whole change thing is so challenging. I actually think that the challenging of change is going to be the biggest reward going if we can get this right. It's a culture change. What we're trying to do in training and skills and careers is tough. It really is tough. And it needs much more than money. Money is actually not the answer at all. There is in my personal opinion, there's far too much money being spent in skills, education, etc. And it's not working. Site Ready Solutions connected 4 words: attract, train, place and retain. You've got to get all 4 right. The money has to be invested into all 4 areas, and it's simply not. The gap between train and place is massive. I believe it's massive far more than just in trade and construction. But that's what I know, and I know about brickwork. And I know that we're attracting lots of people who are interested now to become bricklayers. I go to colleges. Colleges are absolutely full When we advertise for our courses, we are getting inundated with CVs of people that want to come and train and work on site. Our training in Site Ready Solutions and the work we do within GSQ Brickwork is absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of it. It's fairly simple. It's about the people we're training. It's not about us as trainers. It's not really about us as a training company. It's about the people. It's about connecting their ambition with the opportunity that we give them. Our training is accelerated. If you don't accelerate it, they get bored. Laying bricks, laying these things is really not hard. Going to college for 2 years, 3 years, an extended apprenticeship that has got no outcome is a waste of time. It's a waste of money. We've got to stop doing it. That's not a rant. Colleges, training providers, they've all stepping up. It's doing, the training is excellent. The apprenticeship providers and the training partners I work with are doing training fantastically. I'm excited about that. But the placement, there's a big problem there. There's not enough other subcontractors and bricklaying contractors taking on apprentices. I don't know why. We've all got an opinion. They fear it. They fear the cost. They do not see the great advantage there is to working with apprentices. We do at GSQ Brickwork. GSQ Brickwork currently have 40 apprentices in training. Some of them are actually qualified. They are in their second and third year of working for GSQ Brickwork. I personally believe an apprenticeship is a 3-year journey as an absolute, that 3 years it works. But that's a big investment. If you want to pile money into that for 3 years, who's going to afford to do that? Right now, it doesn't seem like anyone really wants to invest for the future. You've got to play it forward. But that money will run out if we spend 3 years worth of money supporting people. We don't need to do it. We need to accelerate people through so they are returning on day one. Site Ready Solutions, stand by this. Everyone that we place on site on day one is productive and they're ready. They're safe. They're going to make you money. In 10 weeks' time, we'll come back to that and we'll see how we've moved on. But believe me, we've moved on massively and I'm really, really proud. Right, before we go on to Greenie and myself, I need to just talk about Greenie a little bit and the whole show he did with Will and Ralph. So, should have known better. It's on Dave or you, episode 3. And boy, am I proud of Greenie. Oh man, I love him. You know, he knows this anyway. You know, it's like that person. He's just, yeah, me and him together. I love it. And he's my number 2 in GSQ. He's a great friend, and I really love him. And he's perfect as a superstar. Everyone loves Greenie. And he goes on TV with 2 people that he looks up to, Will Mellor and Ralph Little, and he absolutely smashes it. And I know that there was some filming, a whole day of filming, but he doesn't need any words. He's just Greenie. That's the person I love. And so please watch it. But also, the whole show was about mental health. And I know this week, I believe on Friday, it's Mental Health Awareness Day, and we'll be doing some stuff about that. And it was nice to see grown men and people working in construction talking about mental health. You know, we need to talk about it a lot more. I plan to talk about mental health much more, some of my own personal stuff, and try to open that up. We should never, ever, ever be scared to talk. In fact, talking is what this is all about. This is me talking to camera. I think it's healthy. I enjoy doing it. But I think we should do it much more. The connection. I love it, you know? I love being bold. I love talking to people. Some people will say I talk too much, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, so back to Greenie. So Greenie, watch the show. You'll see what I mean, how great he is. But also, the other people on the show that I've been working with. So Jack Dawson from Super Trail. What a character. What an amazing person in the training space. If we had more Jack Dawsons, we wouldn't have a skills gap. Simple as. But anyway, Tegan, one of our apprentices, an absolute superstar within our company. She's a rare thing because she's a woman laying bricks, but she doesn't want to be known as a rare thing. She just wants to be a bricklayer. And I think that's fantastic. We're actually going to be speaking, Tegan's a guest in a forthcoming show on the podcast, and she just lays it out, says it the way it is. And really, sometimes I challenge myself, should I actually be talking about Tegan any different one of our male apprentices? Probably not. And one day we won't, because we've got many more women coming into this industry. I think it's fantastic. So watch Tegan on there, see the way she says it. Fantastic. And just a bloody good bricklayer at the end of the day. But Dave the legend, he was on one of the previous videos. He's fantastic. He is a legend. He talked about me briefly on there, worked with me for 30 years. I'm very proud and honoured of that. I owe a man so much because he's such a fantastic worker. He's been the backbone of my two companies I've worked with in brickwork, and he is truly a legend. I've got many other legends I've worked with, and that's what I love about this industry. The people like Dave you come across, real characters, people that work hard. It's simple stuff. They work hard, they go home to their families, they have a great time with their families, and then they come back and do it all again another day. And as he said on it, it's his hobby. Going to work is his hobby. He's 72 years of age. He absolutely loves carrying the hod. What an inspiring man. But also on the show, he talked about his son, Bill. Bill works for GSQ Brickwork, and he now works for Site Solutions. And he's been one of our training coaches, I like to call him. And he's fantastic. And what was on there is Dave talks about his son, and his son that he didn't really want to be an odd carrier. And you could see how proud he was of his son and the words he said about his son. And actually, I kind of know that he probably had never said them direct to Bill himself. And I think it probably meant a lot to Bill. And I think it was beautiful to watch. So please watch the show. The Hodcast. And the great Hodcast host, Sam LaRoche. A good friend of mine. Someone that's been working within GSQ Brickwork as health and safety manager. He works within Site Ready Solutions, really helping, making people around us feeling, making them feel their best self. Sam is a very mind person, a great speaker, a great podcast host. I'm very proud to be working with him. I don't think you mind me telling everyone that he's actually had a really tough week. He was taken into hospital. Just one of these just random health things. But it was really scary for us a little bit this time last week. Thankfully, Sam's out of hospital. He's back next week recording another episode of the Hodcast. And I'm pleased, I want you to watch the Hodcast. It's our sister channel, if you like. It's such a great place for conversations, and the conversations we're hoping to going to change the way people look at their careers, their career stories. And again, it's something I'm very proud of. So great news that Sam's back healthy, and I'm looking forward to next week's Hodcast show. So, 13 minutes in, it was a monologue, it was a TED talk. What have I spoke about? I spoke about quite a lot, but it's the consistency, it's reflection. Let me give you a little bit of stuff that's been going on when I look back to the 10 weeks ago and where we are now. So 10 weeks ago, we had just started at Barking. It's our training space at Barking that we're working in, thankfully with Bellway have been very generous giving us our space there. And we're actually, this week, we started training our second cohort. We're also started 10 weeks ago at Basildon, where our cohort of Basildon trainees had just started out on site. And so I want to reflect on those two things a little bit and where we are. So, firstly at Basildon. Our Basildon training space is now closed due to that it was on a construction site, and the construction site has now been finished or it's coming to the end. So we've had to decamp. But we are opening up very soon in Basildon. I can't really say too much about it at the moment, but in about 2 to 3 weeks' time, we'll be able to announce exactly where that's going to be. And it really is super exciting. And I'm so proud of what we are doing in Basildon. This week, that pride of working in Basildon stepped up a little bit because Site Ready Solutions was at the Basildon Skills Show. And we had, I think there was 2,000 to 3,000 people came through of young people at school, year 10, year 11, looking for their choices in career. And many of them had a go at laying bricks. So hopefully, in years to come, one of them young people will actually sort of talk to us and say, I got inspired the day I laid bricks with you at that event. That's what it's all about. That's the connection that we need to make at school level. So it was a really good day, and you'll see that's where Greenie and myself filled this week's G-Spot. Barking in this week. Wow, what a powerful week. Cohort number 2. With each cohort of trainees, we step up our training. But we keep it fairly simple. We keep it very much about conversation and about teamwork and about connection. It's about empowerment. The feedback we've been getting from our trainees has been so rewarding. How much they're enjoying it, how much they get out of it. That sense of belonging, that sense of, I'm really enjoying this training. I'm really enjoying the goal and the opportunities ahead. It's challenging though. Some people, they don't always turn up on time. What do? Give up on people or talk to people? We talk to people. We don't give up. We empower. Sorry, I'm not going to cut that. It's tough, but we're doing our best. But this week, the 6 have done so well. From day 1 to day 5, they are now ready for work. Not only have they done well, my team has done fantastically well. My team is big. Site Ready Solutions is far bigger than the people that we pay. It's a together we can thing. This week we've had some sponsors come down, some potential new sponsors, some potential new customers of Site Ready Solutions. So there's too many people individually to thank. And sometimes when you say a name and leave people out, they can think, oh, I'm being left out here. But this week, Pat and Bill, who have been training with the 6, just thank you so much. I'd have loved to be there every single day with you, but I just couldn't be. But I've been there a couple of times, and it's not just the way our trainees are developing, it's the way you're developing as well. It's great to see. So, the Barking 6 have trained this week. We've done the attraction, we've done the train. Next week is the placement. They're working out on site at Barking Riverside. They're working all alongside mentors. In coming weeks, I need to talk much more about mentors and how together we need to change the delivery of the placement and the retain. And why mentorship is the absolute secret. That's the bit that we need. Mentorship is more important than money. Believe me, believe me, believe me. I'll come back to that. But the Barking 6, I'm really, really proud. I put a picture up on my socials, the 6 of them standing next to the River Thames. The River Thames that leads into London. London, the streets paved with gold. We all believe that, don't we? Those 6 believe it. Those 6 have got goals. They've told me about their goals. They're big. They're absolutely brilliant. We want to give them every opportunity to hit them goals. 10 weeks from now, when we get to week 20, we can reflect to see where they are. I am really excited and really confident that they'll be in a good place. I'll come back to it. Partners. I want to thank Constructive Pathways this week for the great work they're doing in Cambridge and the great work we're going to be doing together. Colleges. I had a meeting this week with a college. I'm really, really positive about a collaboration idea that we're hopefully going to pull together. Because colleges are absolutely full of these ambitious people. And if Site Ready Solutions can really help that connection between ambition and opportunity on site by finding more mentors, finding more employers, and maybe getting the house builders just to slightly change the way they are working with their supply chain. There's the secrets. Outcomes. We need better outcomes. I didn't want to talk about negative stuff. I don't want to rant. But I want to talk about a little bit about day-to-day stuff out on our sites as contractors, as small businesses. supply chain, subcontractors, and boom and bust. Tony Humphries was a previous guest on the podcast and someone that I really look up to. He mentors me even if he doesn't realise he does. I love his words. I love talking to him. His LinkedIn posts are always right on point. Really, really good. And this week he done a great one actually about starting with zero. The fact is, as subcontractors, and you know, he says it far better than me, but just to paraphrase it, that every single day we go to work in a zero position. You know, whether we like it or not, as a bricklayer, you're self-employed, you are a small business. And you've got to go and earn some money that day. However the way you're paid, you get paid on delivery of laying needs. So you start with zero every day. And Tony's real point is how challenging it is these days to actually turn zero into something. And I get it. I get the challenges. But like Tony, I've done pretty well in the game. And like Tony and myself, we both want many, many more people to do really well in this game. But of course, we all want that, don't we? Our employers, the people above us are the house builders. They're the contractors. We need them. We really do. We respect them. We really enjoy working with them. What's the word? Gratitude. I'm grateful for all of the work I do with the contractors. And I'm sure there's many other people like me exactly the same. However, we've got to understand we need each other. We've got to stop with the pressure. I know you're under pressure. I know we're all under pressure. But you've got to stop with the boom and bust. You've got to stop with the 1 week we're not building. Next week, we are building. Okay, it's the market led. It's the economy we're in. But can we just play it forward a little bit? Can we just invest in next week? Maybe even invest in next day. Stop the phone calls. Stop telling me or telling us we need a gang tomorrow. They're not there. They're not there. We have a skills gap. We spoke about this. I spoke about it a year ago. I spoke about it 2 years ago. We could have done things then. We did not do anything. We can do things now. We have to play this forward. You have to give us time. Advertising on social media for bricklayers. We need bricklayers, immediate start tomorrow. That's not the way forward. We all know this. I'm not blaming anyone. This is not a rant. It's a call to action. We must do things better. You must give us time. I know there'll be some people that will listen to that and go, Gary, you don't get it. We need to sell houses. We need to build houses. We need help from the government. We need this, we need that, we need this. What can we do together? What can we control? We can control talking to each other. We're in this together. Subcontractors need contractors. Contractors need customers. We all need each other. What we don't need is the government to come and rescue us. We've got to work together to do this. Bob Nazida. Was that a TED Talk? I hope you're still with me. We can do this. 10-week reflection, job done. Together we can. G-Spot, week 10. Week 10, Greeny.
Week 10 already? This year's gone quick, isn't it?
It's gone, isn't it?
Oh, I can't believe that, mate, to be fair.
So, this goes out. People may have seen you on telly this week, on the big telly.
Mate, honestly, on Sky TV. Been part of my dream, to be fair.
Tell us
Finally
what it's
made
about.
it. So, we got the opportunity. I think it's through Super Trail. Hill have obviously helped us on their site. So, it was for Will Mellor and Ralph Little. Many people listening might not know who they are, but I've been brought up watching their television, their shows. And part of their series, they're trying different things. So they try to be bricklayers for a day. Honestly.
How'd they get on?
Honestly?
Yeah.
Useless. Yeah, useless. Yeah. They won't mind me saying that, to be fair. But yeah, I think I filmed this now 3 months ago and I had to keep quiet about it and it's really hard. But it was a fantastic day. They came down to site, basically met me. I had to walk around the site with them. Little bit of a joke because the series was on masculinity in the building trades.
Yeah.
and they come down with painted fingernails.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And like, it's me taking the mickey out of them, but
They
I'm
took the mickey
a
back out of
fine
you,
one
didn't
to talk, you know, and we dingle
Fake
down
tan.
with fake tan jewellery, but I don't mind. But what I did say is bricklayers now, it's not like that. Bricklayers do look after themselves. You might laugh watching this video, think he don't look after himself. But the reality is now, it's a change, it's a different industry, mate. Bricklayers actually eat healthy, down the gym, it's a different whole scenario now.
The bit I really like, you all sat in the canteen and you had a chat together, and like you said, you was all kind of open, and Dave the Legend was on there talking about his son, and it was like, and we are, you know, the old days of Britain, we are more inclusive these days. It's okay for men to talk to each other. Me and you as mates, more than anything, we've shared stuff to, you know, that we're here to support each other. Yeah. Yeah.
To be, I feel the thing on it. Grown men cry. Grown men do cry.
Definitely.
So we're all put in different situations, and we've all got different personalities, and we handle things different ways. You know, don't be embarrassed to cry. Show your feelings. That's what a man does, doesn't it? If you bottle it up, then it's a bad place.
I agree with it all, apart from being grown up. I'm not claiming to be a grown up, and neither are you.
No, to be fair. Well, so, we're not grown up here today, are we? So today, Basildon Skills Show.
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate.
What's that been about?
Honestly, so I think it's been 3,000 students. So year 10s and 11s coming here today.
Yeah.
And basically, we've been showing them bricklaying, showing what we do. And it's quite funny. At first, everyone was walking past us, didn't seem interested. And then once, like I'm good at talking to people, probably too much. And we're pulling people in and showing what we do.
Hands on,
but also talking numbers, talking money.
They like that?
That's what they couldn't believe. So I think today, once people know, so 0 to hero, 3 years, 50K. 50K. You can earn 50K. People stopped. Yeah. People won't ever go. Yeah, and at one time, we had 100 students down there wanting to lay bricks, male, female. So we've had Debbie and Ollie today, who've done brilliant, to be fair. And it's been such a great day. Such a great day.
You know, when we lay bricks, I thought we could maybe, every time we lay a brick, there could be a ka-ching, a ka-ching, a ka-ching.
You know what I mean? A money counter.
We said that before.
It's a money counter.
But, you know, in that respect of, you know, we know the rates have, you know, gone down a little bit, but probably, you know, in 3 years, it could be up to £1 a brick they could be earning. So really and truthfully, when we say 50K, it could be more than that.
I said that to them today. So I always say a good bricklayer who works efficient, who's prepared to work in the shower, prepared to work hard. 70 grand, mate, you can earn it, you can do it. But you've got to be prepared to do it. You've got to work hard, gal.
We've sometimes not agreed on this working hard thing.
Yeah.
I don't call it hard work, I call it
normal work.
Normal work, but I get what you're saying. So let's be fair, if you want to be a bricklayer, you're going to have to put some effort in.
Effort is key. And it's like anything in life. The more you put in it, the more you get out of it.
Absolutely.
If you want to be the best footballer on the pitch, you train hard. Yeah. It's life, isn't it?
Not talking about football again. You'll be talking about
see that pitch there.
Oh no, look, we're cut.
That pitch there. It's brilliant being here. To be fair, like I play many games of football on that pitch.
So the aim today really with so obviously we're representing Site Ready Solutions and GSQ Brickwork today.
We are.
And really it's about. I mean, we've got this passion. It's a shared passion about making construction attractive. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, make it sexy. You know.
I love that word. I said that to Super Trout time. Brickwork. It's a new generation now, and I want brickwork to be sexy. I want people to be proud of what they've built.
There's a lot of influencers out there that are saying it, you know, they're saying it really, they're obviously getting a lot of good messages out there. Yeah. Sometimes I think a few people can moan a little bit, but generally, it's a great industry to be in.
Mate, it's a brilliant industry. It's a brilliant industry. And it's the students today. They said to me, why did you want to be a bricklayer? And I said, when I left school, it's a funny story. I said, I want an XR3 and a jet ski. And I said, you laugh at this. And I said, I worked hard and I got the XR3. I borrowed my mate's jet ski, realised I didn't really like water and couldn't swim that well. So I set off the XR3. That's a true story. So you want to work hard to get something in life, don't you?
We're from Essex, right?
Yep.
So having an XR3 and a jet ski is pretty much like, you know, we want that. Yeah.
Pretty the norm.
I'm not quite sure if you're up north you're going to get that really. But I still want a jet ski.
Exactly, mate. Yeah. Exactly. Look, be a bricklayer. I think I'm passionate about brickwork. So it's easy to me to say brickwork's the best industry, but I really think it is. I think it's a career. AI ain't going to replace brickwork.
Right.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of call to action, right? I'm going to say to the audience out there, if anyone wants to see Greenie on a jet ski, put us a little comment there and we can organise that.
We can organise that. We'll see that.
Whether you can swim.
That could be my next telly programme.
Could well be.
Could be. Yeah.
Together we
Top
can.
Man, together we can, buddy.